Let's say you just passed your exam. Yes. What can I expect now?
Now the real work begins.
Uh-oh.
You pass the exam, you gotta start learning what you need to do to get yourself into the business, start closing deals and making money. Because here's the thing, real estate agents drop off so much in that first year. What if you're an agent who hasn't been successful this past year? I think that something that you need to be doing is reaching out to someone like Doug, who is going to be able to tell you what it is that you need to do to set yourself up for success.
You know, I believe in always learning. I never stop learning. I'm reading books all the time. Uh, Anything that's going to help me become better. And that's what I'm here to do, is have this channel up to get some real nuggets that you can use in your business. And by the way, right after you get your license, you have to figure out a home where you're going to work. So how do you pick a good brokerage? How do you know who to go to?
Well, here's the analogy I use. So we live in a little beach community in Jersey, and there's a strip of restaurants. So we would
Okay.
go up to every single hostess and say, "What are your specials today?" And they would talk in elegant terms, and they would really puff up. We have, a steak and a beurre blanc sauce. And I said, "Okay, honey, we've heard all the specials. What would you like to eat?" She goes, "I really could just go for a good burger." If you wanted a burger, I said, why didn't we just go up to every host and say, hey, where's your burger menu? What are the best burgers you have? So if you're looking for a brokerage and you just go up to every brokerage and you go, what are your specials? What do you specialize in? What do you do? They're going to tell you and sell you on their specials. They're going to sell you on the steak and their beurre blanc sauce. At the end of the day, you're just settling on someone selling you on their brokerage. They're going to sell you on the sizzle. But what you should be doing is this. You should be going to each brokerage and saying, here are my goals. How is your company set up to make me successful that at the end of the year, I'm going to be able to look back and say, I hit my goals? Because I would
Yeah.
work for a company that's going to take more money out of each deal, but help me get to my goals quicker, rather than a company that has a higher split. Here's how you know you have a bad recruiter or a bad broker trying to get you to come work for them. They will talk about themselves, their brokerage, and why their brokerage is amazing. If you sit down with a broker and they ask you, first question, what are your goals? How can I help you? You're on the right path. Now, here's the thing. An honest broker will then say, okay, this is the right fit. This isn't the right fit. Because I've sat down with people when I was open and honest with them and telling them, hey, I want a burger. This is
Right.
what success looks like for me. And there have been places that have said to me, well, we don't sell burgers. We're a seafood restaurant. I'd be like, okay, have a great day. So I think that knowing your goals, knowing what success looks like to you, and asking the brokerage, what is on your menu that's going to help me solve my problem of where my goals need to be? How am I going to hit my goals? That's
Right.
how you pick a broker.
I love it, because it's very important to get into a relationship with a brokerage, because it's not just working for somebody, it's a relationship. Many people work on many jobs and many careers that it's just
Yeah.
not a good fit, and they do it for the money. And it's quite often that these brokerages just dangle that carrot of money out in front of you like that's the number
Yeah.
one thing. And how many people have worked in a job in a corporate environment? You're looking at one of
Oh
them,
my God.
this guy. I
Right.
worked
Yeah.
in a
No,
job that I
yeah.
didn't like. It was for the money. And
Yeah.
yeah, but once I found something that I was passionate about and I was willing to go for it, and I worked for a company and I worked with people, I got to meet Stu and got to meet some of these other folks out here. And we all had this passion for real estate. That's what made the big difference for them. And by the way, there are a lot of fees and stuff that you got to be aware of. Stu mentioned
Ton.
splits a few minutes ago, and he said desk duty. There's fees in some brokerages for these things. Do you want to share anything about that?
Yeah, it's going to cost you money because you're opening up a business. Like that's the short answer. So
Yep.
you need to invest in the tools, whether those tools be training, getting yourself prepared to pass the exam, quickly. All those things are investments in your business. So the fees vary by state, by brokerage. But again, if someone said to me, hey, I'm going to take 80% of everything you make, but I'm going to have, you see your goals here? You see your goals that you have just come to me with?
Mhm.
I'm going to help you hit those in 2 months. Guess what? That's going to be the brokerage for me. So if you're a part-time agent and you're willing to go to a brokerage, maybe you have someone or you have an extensive knowledge of what you're going to do, or maybe you have a book of business because I had someone that I worked with who was a registered nurse who was getting referral after referral.
Mhm.
She was like, I don't need to, find leads. I'm just going to work these referrals on my, days off. And that's what she did. And she built a business like that. So she went to the place that was going to give her the highest split because her goal was to make the
Yeah.
most money out of what she already had. I had another student. Her goal was to sell one rental a week. She wanted to work in rentals in
Right.
the worst way. She wanted to do one rental a
Okay.
week. And she went to a brokerage and said, Hey, I want to sell one rental a week. They go, We do not do rentals. And she said, Okay, I'm not working for you. Like, it was that
There you go.
simple. Like, they could have given her
Very
like the
simple.
world and it could have been perfect for every other thing. But if it's a square peg round hole, understand that it's just never going to work.
Absolutely. And there's other careers in real estate. Don't think you're just stuck to selling homes. There's commercial real estate you can work in. You can be a transaction coordinator, right? Someone that
Yeah.
helps people along the way. You can actually be in another support role where you're out touring homes. And I've done some of these roles before. So there's a lot of things out there for real estate, and earn money while you learn. Because one of the worst things I think that happens, and Stu mentioned this earlier, like this number of people that fail in their first year and they're not very successful. One
Yeah.
of the things that they do is they just anxiously, they dump a whole bunch of money into Zillow leads or something like that. They get those leads going and they don't know what to do with them. They don't know how to talk to people. They haven't gotten those skills. And that's where education really does pay off. So that as soon as you get your license and before you go and dump whatever monthly fee is, hundreds, people are spending 500s and thousands monthly. They're getting good deals, but it's a reason that they're
Yeah.
doing it is because they know how to talk to people. You shouldn't be doing that, throwing out flyers. I'm just going to throw 1,000 flyers out in my neighborhood. That sounds wonderful, but you're probably not going to get any business from that. There's no targeted business. There's a whole lot of stuff involved with real estate to do it effectively, to do it well,
Yes.
learn negotiation skills, learn the contract skills. I've been working on, I probably have in the neighborhood of 250 topics that I'm working on to
Amazing.
deliver that what's going to happen in this business, and you will learn so much, and it's very important. So if you've managed to stick with us this far through this thing, we appreciate you. Hit that like button down below and just subscribe so you know when we bring other content. Stu, anything else you got for our newbies that are out there? People are considering getting in this business. Anything else that we should know that we haven't covered yet?
Have fun. It's not that scary.
Absolutely.
Hey, have fun. That's it. It's an awesome career to get into, and you have a ton of resources. Yeah, Doug's, look, I can't say enough good things about you, buddy. You're fantastic. So anyone who's watching and you've watched this long, yeah, and make sure you come back for more information.
And look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Now that you picked out a brokerage, check out this list over here. It's got some tips and tools that'll help you get started off right in your real estate business.